Gotta capture that moment, that initial moment. That's what it's all about. Right, we got a Laren. We gotta catch a Laren. Come on. We're getting recalled, you know? Who is that? Laren.
Laren.
She's red, right? This is what Laren sounds like.
She's red, right?
Oh my god.
Reply. Okay.
From whoa.
Cool. Man, is it humid out here.
Welcome to Florida. Uh-oh.
It's Laren. And you better be camera ready. I mean, you're on camera right now.
Well, I'm always on camera, right? But yeah.
Say hi.
Do you see me? Are you here?
We're about to be here. Say hi.
Hi.
This is content.
I'll see you in a second, I guess.
Yeah, look for a red Mustang.
Red Mustang. I'm looking.
See him? I see him.
You
There he
do?
is.
You do?
There he is.
Where is here?
He's
Where is
right there. There he
Whoa!
is. There he is.
Whoa! Whoa!
Let's capture this.
Whoa!
Let's capture it.
Whoa!
There he is. Oh, man. Yeah.
Whoa. Cute. Boyfriends.
Just have to put that back there.
That's fine. Hello!
Did you chop all your hair off?
Oh yeah, it's gone.
Why'd you do that? God, you're so real right now.
And
What's
look at
up?
there's Haley. There's Haley.
me!
Oh, my neck hurts so much from the plane. I was like looking and oh my god, what is up? It is so humid in Florida.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you what. Hi, Lucille.
And just like that, boom.
Crazy.
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, let's make sure everyone can hear us first of all.
Bro.
Boom. Okay, now we should be okay.
Boom.
Boom, boom, boom. Here we are. Looks like the camera was moved a little bit.
Not my fault. Blame
Right?
the other.
Looks like it's
Yeah. Like move it that way and then down. I think that just made it worse.
Why is it like way off? Why are you like all the way over there?
Because you're all the way over here.
All right, is that better? I'm gonna shut this. Sorry, we're having some technical issues here. Give us 1 second. We haven't been live for a while, so we gotta get through the technical issues.
You're rusty.
Get rid of, kick these people. How do you kick them out? Anyways. All right.
I just work here.
Is that okay?
That looks fine.
Does that sound okay, Laren? I see you in the chat. Do we sound okay? Do we look okay?
Check the mic settings again.
Let us know. Why are you all the way? Look how like tight this is pulled. You gotta. There's always been some slack. See?
My baby.
It's way too taut. Audio and video are fantastic. All right, sweet. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. That was, for anyone who was wondering what that was the initial meeting between us and the great Laren, who is over in the chat right now. That was a few weeks ago, coming up on
a month ago.
Yeah, that happened. That was in Orlando, Florida, and that was for the Halloween Horror Nights trip and everything. And it was just a great experience meeting Laren for the very first time. And I always like to capture the very first time you meet somebody on film. I just love doing that. You know,
You didn't do that for me. That's when we were clocked in at Starbucks.
yeah, what the hell? So yeah, so in case anyone missed it, go check it back at the beginning of the live stream. But today we are going to be doing something that is long overdue for multiple reasons. There was a hurricane that happened a little while ago, Hurricane Helene.
That put us out for like 10 days.
There you go. Okay.
Hi.
Yeah, so Hurricane Helene killed our power and our
10
mood.
days.
So that screwed up that month. And then there was a month, I think it was August. That was right at the tail end of the Rotten Tomatoes thing. So we were like, we're going to skip and do we wanted it to become a bi-monthly kind of thing. And then Hurricane Helene happened. And then
Just busy.
tonight we are catching up on August, September, and October. And also
That's a lot of movies.
Also, hi mom, hi dad.
Hello.
So yeah, let's do it. Let's see what we got here. Yep, audio video fantastic. That was a hug I will never forget, dude. Same. You are one insane hugger. Like he's a tight hugger.
I never got a Laren hug.
Yeah.
Let that be known.
Yeah. He just got in the car and kind of ignored you. No, he actually turned around, I think, after we stopped recording. And there was a whole plan to do a video that whole
Never
trip.
happened.
And for multiple reasons, it just never happened. But that was going to be the initial opening to the video for the whole trip, us meeting Laren. But since that video never happened, I did have that footage at least, so I wanted to somehow include it. I didn't know how to include it. And then literally about an hour ago, as I was taking a shower, coming home,
You know when you think in the shower.
it was about an hour ago, give or take, and long day at work. And I was just like, oh, wait, hold on. I can maybe include the footage tonight. So there you go. Love you, man. Miss you. Need to get back out and hang out sometime. I don't know when that'll be, but
If we go to like Chicago.
yeah. I've been to Chicago. Okay, I think we're back. All right. We will meet again, that's for sure. So in case anyone doesn't know, I have a feeling this is our cat. I have a feeling this is Felix.
Yeah.
Constantly messing with our cords and everything. So, but we're still here. We're still on the right audio setting. Yes. Okay.
I was just under the table.
Okay.
It took
We're
a lot
good?
out of me.
But we're good.
Should be.
All right. Insane. I don't expect many people to be tuning in tonight. A lot of people have forgotten about Fans of Something. A lot of people probably don't care because now all I'm posting is James Cameron 101 stuff. It's fine. We don't care about them. So the people that are going to be tuning in tonight and or in the replay, those are the people we care about. So anyways, We're going right along. We're trucking right along. Is the audio going in and out? I can't really tell what's happening.
Yeah, it was like sort of connecting and then disconnecting, and yeah.
So, but now we should be okay. We should be okay. Audio levels are good on our end. Good for you. Good for you, Laren. This is strictly a Laren show tonight. So
we're doing this for Laren.
All right. Let's pull it up here. And I also think we forgot to recommend June and July. We always do recommendations at the end of the show. Audio is still good. Cool. We always do recommendations. I think we forgot to do June and July. So we also
I think you're wrong.
We also have to do I don't think I'm wrong. But we're just gonna do it anyway.
I'd have to see the movies.
We're just gonna have to do it anyway. So going over to the trusty Letterboxd, and we're gonna go all the way back.
Oh, there's so many.
Yeah, that's why tonight is not going to be in-depth reviews. It's going to be, yeah, we liked it. Yeah, we didn't like it. All right, June.
Yeah, we did, because I recommended Long Legs.
All right, so let it be known, because I will fact check this afterwards, that Haley thinks that we have accomplished June and July recommendations. I think to the contrary.
And you recommended Aliens Expanded.
I don't know.
Go back to June. Let me see. Oh, don't now.
Yeah, no. So I will fact check that though. So come next stream, we're gonna have to do it.
We'll see if I'm dead.
So what? All right. So moving on. This is something I watched on my own. This is not something Haley watched with me. This is called Shine On, the Forgotten Shining Location. This is available for free on YouTube. Check it out if you love The Shining. This is like, I think 12 minutes, 13 minutes. It's not super duper long.
I actually think I've seen this before.
It's brand new. I don't know how you saw it before. It's 2024.
Oh.
And it just talks about a really unique location that is still available to see in person, that hasn't, it's had a little work done to it, but it still exists. So highly recommend checking it out if you are a fan of The Shining.
Well, then I've seen talk of that hotel.
Right. Okay. And there we go. Now we're in the right screen here. Gavin, what's up, Gavin?
That's
our boy
son.
Gavin.
That's literally our son.
Yep. Gavin, make sure that you when we wrap up here, rewind to the beginning, or if you want to do it now, do whatever you want. But there's a nice little video montage of our very first time meeting Laren. So check it out. Ooh, just had some ribs. Ooh. Okay, so we watched Trap from M. Night Shyamalan, because he's in my Mount Rushmore of filmmakers. I adore M. Night Shyamalan, and for all of his highs and lows, I adore him. This is unfortunately a low. I think we can both agree. And
you made a point, like, God, I won't forget how you would keep rewatching the trailer, because you're like, man, I wish the movie was this trailer. Yeah, why is the trailer better than the movie?
The trailer is way better than the movie. So, and I always recommend going over to Letterboxd, not hers. I mean, follow her, but she doesn't review stuff. She just posts what she watches and likes or dislikes. I actually write stuff, as you can see. So what I don't cover tonight, it will be included in my review. So
actually, I have 4 great reviews.
Okay, 4 great reviews. I think I have like 300. So catch up. Didn't like Trap.
No.
Next, we watched. This is something we tried to watch on the big screen, but it just never happened. The local theater that we always like to go to, the Lucas Theater, very fancy.
Yeah, it was doing like a songs of the summer, something like for soundtrack summer, something like that. And it was movies that had like a really notable soundtrack that they were doing. They were doing Sound of Music. They had some Disney movies in there, and this was one of them. And we didn't get to go.
Did not get to go. But took the background out there. But we did get to see it eventually. And it's not my favorite Hitchcock by any means. My favorite is still Rope with James Stewart. But this is a fun movie. I'm not really into the spy stuff, and I know Hitchcock loves spies.
Espionage.
So I'm not really into that stuff. But this is a fun one, and this scene right here is mind blowing.
Yeah.
How it's accomplished. So
And I love Cary Grant. That's all I got.
I like his butt chin.
Butt chin.
I love his butt chin. Next up, I watched, because I'm a Rogan fan, Joe Rogan. He had a new special that aired on Netflix, Burn the Boats. And look, I love Rogan because Fear Factor and because of his podcast. And what's the thing you'll notice that is different with his stand-up is he is just a very he loves to yell when he does his stand-up.
Well, because he's like an announcer, like for the or not wrestling,
UFC.
yeah.
But I think I would even argue that he's more it works there, but here it's just him on stage, and that's his persona, and it gets old pretty quickly, is all I'm saying. So he's not my all-time favorite stand-up comedian, but I will watch anything Rogan puts out because I admire him for his podcast for Fear Factor. So next up, we watched Hated in the Nation. This is a Black Mirror episode. Don't really remember much about it.
Yeah, I'm pondering.
Although apparently we did like it.
Well, see, this is why I don't review things, because I'm like, well, did that really deserve 4 stars?
Well, it doesn't help that it's 3 months removed, but yeah, I don't know. It's
bees.
Yeah, bees and everything. Check it out. 4 stars. It's a pretty good Black Mirror episode. Next up, your friend Chris was down visiting us and wanted to watch some horror, so rewatched Jeepers Creepers, showed it to her for the first time.
She didn't like it.
That's fine. It's not for everybody. But this is one of my all-time favorite horror films. It's the best of the Creeper franchise. Justin Long is incredible. Gina Phillips is incredible. Jonathan Breck as the Creeper, iconic. It's just unfortunate that the director is a pedophile. Then we followed it up with Terrifier, which this is an interesting one because this is when Chris had some kind of issue, like you guys were day drinking or something.
I just think something wasn't sitting right with her, and then she threw up.
She threw up midway through, not because of the movie.
I don't think it helped, though.
Yeah,
I don't think it helped.
So,
but now, because she works at Spirit Halloween, she keeps sending me Art the Clown things all the time.
Yeah,
like
and
photos, videos.
The first Terrifier is nothing truly special. It's barely a movie, but yeah, it's fun. I've had David and Damien on my podcast, so I'm a little biased, but not insanely. Also, did you see that they had Art the Clown and Lauren Lavera do something for NASDAQ, which is in New York City, like ring the closing bell? It's a few notches down, I think, from like doing something on New Year's Eve in New York City, but it's like an important thing. So
I didn't see that.
But it wasn't David Howard Thornton. It was an impersonator.
Boo!
And everybody was like,
come
this
on.
is not like, he doesn't even, it's so interesting because it's a mask, but it's still
his expression.
When it's not David, you can so tell it's not David. You know what I mean? So I highly recommend check it out. Watch the video clip. You'll be like, oh, this is not David Howard Thornton.
And why would you do that? That's my boy.
And they got Sienna. But they didn't get, it's weird.
That's literally my boy.
So next up, I rewatched Avatar. You guys were doing something in the living room.
Yeah, I think why were we in the kitchen? I forget. But
I rewatched this because I had a podcast that I had to do.
Right.
So I needed to make sure that I was caught up on it.
I think she was sort of like haphazardly watching it too.
She loves it.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking love Avatar. Excuse my French. It's just a great movie. And then this was the film that I drove across the state line to go see. The Terminator for the 40th anniversary 4K screening. There was none anywhere in Georgia, but there was one pretty close in South Carolina. So I dropped you off at work and I bolted to South Carolina. So saw it at a Cinemark and it was glorious. It was glorious. First time seeing the Terminator on the big screen. So
can you leave multiple reviews for the same movie?
You can, yeah. And then it'll kind of like, see, look, like my friend Elvira. Yeah, she just leaves like endless reviews. Next up, we went to the theater to see Alien Romulus, or as I call it, Alien Ramen Noodles. And
I thought it was okay. I thought it was pretty good.
For me, it's like the Terminator films. It's Alien and Aliens, like it is Terminator and Terminator 2. It's like anything past that is just fan fiction, I think. So this is
I don't know.
it's whatever.
I thought it was pretty competent.
Of course, it's competent, but I don't know. Couldn't tell you a single thing about it.
You don't remember the humanoid alien thing?
At the end, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know. I'm not even that big of an Alien fan personally, so but had to check it out. People were creaming their pants over it. So then we watched Men Against Fire. Apparently, potentially my least favorite episode of the series so far.
Yeah, see, I kind of remember Hated in the Nation because it was about like that social media and they like.
Well, let's see what this one is. Future soldiers Stripe and Rayman must protect frightened villagers from an infestation of vicious feral mutants.
No, I got nothing.
You don't remember it?
I don't remember.
Well, we did watch it, and apparently did not like it. And I don't think you liked it either. Nope, you didn't even like it. So
Wow, that's.
Yep, there it is. Next up, what is this? On August 17th, apparently we watched one of the all-time greatest films, My Butthole. This is not one of the greatest films of all time. I'm sorry. This is just
Why did we watch this?
because it's a Criterion and you want to, I
yeah.
don't know, you love watching Criterions.
I guess. Yeah.
Let's see. Did you like it? Nope.
Nope.
You did not like it.
Ooh.
So couldn't tell you.
Wait, what was that about Tim Burton? Framework for his feature directorial debut?
Also to note, I think it's pretty obvious that this is the framework for Tim Burton's directorial debut. It's about the bicycle thieves, right? Someone steals his bike.
Pee-wee.
Right. So Burton took this and probably turned it into Pee-wee, which that's the better movie.
Now this next movie
is pretty good. Cinema
Yeah.
Paradiso, yes. Now
Oh.
this one is yes.
Alfredo.
Yes. This one I did enjoy.
Mhm. I remember this.
Yeah. This is it just is. It's
I don't think it's a Criterion.
no, this is not this is some other kind of boutique label that puts it out. This might be an Arrow.
Yeah, 5-star, 5-star, 5-star.
And you liked it.
And I liked it.
Yes. Yeah,
Really good.
great movie.
I mean, because it's about a kid who just loves movies and like how they're done. Like,
Yeah.
so he aspires to become like the projection. It's so cute.
Mhm.
It's so cute.
Now, next up is one of my favorite films of 2024. This is Blink Twice with Channing Tatum.
And did you hear that?
Yes, they're broken up. Yeah.
Womp, womp.
They waited until the movie was out.
Womp, womp.
Look, to me, I don't know. Personally, I don't think someone like I just don't think you can lock Channing down just yet. I think any girl that's trying to lock him down right now is sort of dumb. He just comes off that way.
It's like Pete Davidson.
Right? Like
Like-
he doesn't seem like the Mary type overall right now. You need to let him kind of age a little bit and maybe
Isn't
get
he
out
like
of
40 something?
it. I don't know. Keep it going. He just made another Magic Mike movie. He's still in he's still in that thing. So, but this is a great film, no matter what the personal marital problems might be. Blink Twice, one of my favorite films of the year. Very, very intense. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
great.
No spoilers, no nothing. I mean,
I don't think you liked it, did you? No, you didn't like it.
because I think I didn't like it because it made me, and I understand that was the point of the movie, but it made me so viscerally uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's the point.
I know, thank you. But so like I applaud it for being a competent movie, but I'm not gonna like something like I don't see myself rewatching it.
Okay.
So it's like, why would I like it? I like that a movie can make me feel.
Okay.
That feeling was gross.
Matt, hello. Mud, I've been hitting Letterboxd hard. I had a review hit 200 likes for the first time, so I guess you could say I'm a movie critic now.
Don't forget us when you're famous.
Right. Laren corrected me. It's an Arrow Academy release. It's not just an Arrow. It's an Arrow Academy.
Yeah.
So, appreciate that. Next up, we watched the original Co.
The Co.
This was your pick.
I love the Co.
I don't. Sorry. It's just I just could not get into it.
It's so camp. It's so camp. but I love it.
So for me, in my opinion, it's so unfortunate that this is the movie he died for. Some people would be like, yeah, he died for The Crow. I'm like, he died for The Crow?
I mean, it's not like it was, I don't know, what's another unfortunate movie? Like
The Twilight
Twilight
Zone.
Zone and the Twilight Zone. It's not like it was the Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
Womp womp.
that's a little like, oh wow, he died making the Twilight Zone movie. That's pretty cool. Whatever.
I love the aesthetic. The acting is shit garbage, but I think that's what makes it charming.
Okay.
And I love the aesthetic. I think I already said that.
And then we watched The Last Man on Earth because this I think had just gotten a Waxwork Records. I collect the Rob Zombie Presents Waxwork Records that they release. He curates classic film scores, and they re-release them, or for the first time sometimes put them back, put them on vinyl in deluxe packaging. And this was the latest release. So I was like, oh, I've got to check out The Last Man on Earth. Apparently this is like an earlier version of the Will Smith movie, I Am Legend.
Which is based on the book.
Right.
The book's called I Am Legend.
And I would much rather watch the Will Smith film. But, this is, it's so funny to watch Vincent Price because it's like watching Arnold. He's just Arnold. He's just Vincent Price,
Well, like what I love about Vincent Price is that, like even without the knowledge that he was like a theater actor, you just know he's a theater actor just from his mannerisms, the way he talks. And I love him.
Mm-hmm. And then similarly to the Waxwork thing, House on Haunted Hill,
which I've seen already.
This one was a little more fun to watch just because it is more of a haunted house kind of thing going on here. And there's a remake, right? House on Haunted Hill with I think it's Paris Hilton.
Yes.
I
think you're thinking of
House of Wax.
Yeah.
So House on Haunted Hill though got remade.
There's Haunting of Hill House, the series.
But there's a remake of House on Haunted Hill.
You're probably right. But I can't think of it.
Yeah, there's definitely, let's see, because it'll show similar films.
No, there definitely is.
Yeah, right here. From 1999.
Yeah.
And who's in it? Jeffrey Rush, Taye Diggs, Chris Kattan. Right.
Not Chris Kattan.
Dick Beebe.
Not Dick Beebe.
Dick Beebe. But anyways, House on Haunted Hill. It was fun. What wasn't fun was, for some reason, I asked her to watch Terminator Genesis. And for some reason, I wanted to watch Terminator Genesis.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't.
And he made me do it. Guys,
know.
He made me.
Sorry. Moving on. We went to the theater to watch a movie that was getting crapped on. Even if you look at the letterboxd for this, it has like a 1 point something. 1.9.
1.9. Guys.
This is a great film.
Guys.
This is a great film. Why do people hate this movie?
Like, does it do anything new? No. But is like the AI thing, like the idea of it kind of cringe? Sure. But I think like the uncanniness of AI can make for good horror. Like, really, AI is uncanny, scary, awful things.
I just was afraid it was going to be cheesy, and there wasn't a lot of cheese. It was dead serious. This is a case of the trailer being terrible.
Oh yeah, trailer was awful.
Yeah.
10 points for Gryffindor.
Yeah, terrible. But please check this out. Then I rewatched for another podcast that didn't happen because of the hurricane, but it will happen at some point. Rewatched The Way of Water. Incredible, absolutely incredible. This is my second time seeing it after the theater when we went to see it in the theaters. Just absolutely incredible. I still love Avatar, the first one, a little bit more, but this actually got bumped up a notch on the rewatch. And you have to like next year, Fire and Ash, I'm going to see it in the theater at least twice. You have to see these movies at least twice. They're too long and they're too...
Are you taking me to both of them?
No, just go to one. And they're too involved. It's just one viewing and all of a sudden you understand everything. You have to see it at least twice. So
you have to go once to see it and then once to understand it.
And side note, I just want to let it be known that right now, as we speak, about 15 minutes up the road at the SCAD Savannah Film Festival, right now, Zoe Saldana. Anyways,
Saldana?
Zoe Saldana, Natiri herself, is 15 minutes up the road at the SCAD Savannah Film Festival for some new film that she has coming out. That's not
Amelia
Avatar,
Perez.
but it's the fact that she's right there. I didn't know about it until recently, and tickets were sold out. So, anyways, there we go.
Let him be depressed. I'm letting him be depressed.
Then we rewatched Beetlejuice in preparation for Beetlejuice.
Also, this was the first movie we watched in September.
Yeah, it was. Yep. And I didn't like it initially. This was a movie that rewatching it made me appreciate it a little more. So,
I mean, I love Beetlejuice. I mean, take one look around our apartment, and
there's a lot of Beetlejuice.
There's
stuff.
a lot of Beetlejuice.
Let's see here. Adrian joined in. What's going on, Adrian? Thank you for being here.
Oh, hi, Adrian.
This motherfucker
That's
rated The
what I'm
Crow
saying.
2.5 stars.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm sorry, son. Just couldn't do it.
I'm kicking him out of the house.
The remake is atrocious, apparently. I actually like that remake, but I'm weird, says Laren. Afraid 4 stars, but The Crow 2.5. I need a new dad.
I still make for a good mom.
Hey, good catch there. Favorites of August. Laren's like, we're not letting this debacle of where the favorites said or not ever happen ever again. So the favorites of August. Yeah, let's talk about it. So I'll just pull up because I need to see it. There you go.
I forgot.
All right, let's see here. What do we got? There you go.
Go up.
Okay. I'm not going to say the obvious one. The obvious one would be The Terminator.
Yeah, I'm not counting rewatches either.
Yeah, brand new films, I'm going blink twice.
Cinema Paradiso.
Cool. There you go, Laren. So where were we? Beetlejuice. Yep. Really enjoyed it.
And my heart and soul is in that movie.
Enjoyed Beetlejuice, not as much as the original, but it wasn't terrible.
It wasn't bad.
Which is surprising.
Yeah, it was good. I just think they bit off more than they can chew. I feel like it was overly complicated. Like there were so many different plot points and storylines. And I understand like each of them had a purpose, but you had the dead wife resurrected, you had Astrid trying to find her father, and then the dead boyfriend, and you had Winona Ryder's like TV show, and it was just a lot. It was a lot. And not enough Keaton.
Not enough Keaton. But that was his call. He didn't want to be on screen a lot.
Ooh.
Then we watched, I think it's my favorite John Carpenter film currently. This is a great movie. Serial Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I love this movie. I know Nadia loves it too.
For good reason.
Just so good. Yeah, so good.
She is Mother.
Yeah, she was great. Yeah, she's so good. Love John Waters.
Yeah, you said John Carpenter.
Oh, sorry. Did I say John Carpenter? John Waters. Next up, we watched a terrible film called The Front Room.
2 stars is too generous.
At the theater.
On 9/11.
Yeah, we watched it on September 11th. Wow.
2 stars is too high. I literally just watched an old lady shit herself for like 2 hours. Moving on.
What wasn't really bad was Speak No Evil with
Yeah.
James McAvoy.
I like him.
He's great. And that's you. So you're gonna. And he's great. And it's apparently a remake from a movie 2 years old. So that's interesting. But
A movie or a short?
it's a movie. It's a foreign film. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. James McAvoy knows how to kick up the creep factor. Mackenzie Davis is great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just really glad I don't have to see in the trailers anymore. That's it.
Then we watched the latest season of Black Mirror, Joan is Awful. Do you remember this one? You have to remember this.
Yes, I do. Because now I think I'm confusing Hated in the Nation. Hated in the Nation.
Well, this one's basically just.
Hated in the Nation had that hashtag thing where, oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Hated in the Nation was like the hashtag, like kill that person, and then that person died.
Mm.
And then this one was, yeah, okay. The meta, yeah.
Very meta. Very meta. Basically, this girl, Joan, starts watching a new it's not Netflix, but it is Netflix show called Joan is Awful. And she starts to realize that it's her life being played out on the show.
Beat.
And she's played by Salma Hayek.
And Salma Hayek's played by somebody.
It just gets very crazy. Very, very crazy. So definitely check it out. A really good Black Mirror.
Read the terms and conditions.
Read those terms and conditions. Then we rewatched in honor of going through the entire Nightmare franchise, the very first Nightmare on Elm Street. And boy, oh boy, is it a great film.
5 stars for Johnny Depp in a crop top and gray sweatpants.
Yes. Man, man, 1984. And there had to have been more stories in the past but like it's so special what he was creating, Wes Craven, with these kids all dreaming of the same guy, and then you die in your sleep. Like that's insane. Like that's an insane plot. You know?
He was cooking. He was
very, very good. Now, my personal favorite of the franchise, currently I have to rewatch Freddy vs. Jason. So if you look at my ranking on Letterboxd, I have Freddy vs. Jason above this, but I have to rewatch it. Currently, right now, my favorite is Freddy's Revenge. I'm not going to show you the bottom here because I think it says does contain spoilers.
It's blocked.
Oh, it does?
Oh, no, it's not. No. It was.
So, but this is my favorite of the franchise. A lot of people don't like this movie.
I don't like this. Well, okay. I don't not like this movie. It's just in the lower part of my list.
For a lot of people, it is, yeah. And it definitely is a step down. It's almost it has nothing to do with the rest of the franchise. It's just this one-off kind of thing that doesn't really do anything in the grand scope of it, right? 3 brings back Nancy and everything. And so but that's why I like it. I love the infestation of Freddy to this kid who's questioning,
This is what Halloween Ends took inspiration from. It's Corey.
No. Took it from Christine.
Blink.
Halloween Ends is basically a modern version of Christine, to the point of Corey Cunningham, and then in Christine, it's what, Arnie Cunningham or something like that.
Blink. I was talking about like the protege type.
Sure, but Halloween Ends it's even been said its biggest inspiration is Christine.
I guess I'd have to rewatch Christine
because it would make sense. It's a Carpenter film.
Blink.
Fact check me, Laren. Moving on, we watched Dream Warriors. This is apparently the fan favorite. It's not my favorite of the franchise. This is where Freddy starts getting a little goofy to me.
It's prime time, bitch.
As much as I love the let's get high, like that's just so freaking cool, and I would love that. I want them to make a replica of that you can own. Yeah, it's great to see Heather Langenkamp back. She's arguably better in this one than she is in the first one.
No.
I think she is.
No.
But this is really where it should have ended. This is where it was intended to end, because
1, 2, 3, boom.
Freddy pretty much does die at the end of this one, like for good. And then they somehow brought him back. This I rewatched for a podcast, Skynet. Check it out. It's on YouTube for free. Just type in Skynet. It has Michael Edwards reprising his role as old John Connor. Then we went to the theater to watch the 10th anniversary of Whiplash. And this is a masterpiece.
Yes.
It's a masterpiece of a film.
Was this for SCAD?
Nope, this was at AMC.
Oh. Yes. Love movie.
Mm-hmm.
Love movie.
Beautiful. There we go. And then we went into Nightmare 4, and they brought him back.
This is the one I forget.
Yeah.
Man, what happens in this one?
Yep. Yep. But the ending with Freddy and his body, as I write here, is very, very good. It's very society-esque.
Yes.
So
I remember that. I don't remember anything else.
because it really shouldn't have been turned into what
Oh.
it got turned into. This whole
When the bed, the water mattress.
yeah.
Okay.
So what is this? September, and then I think we're done with September. We're into
Yeah.
yep. Okay. So what's our favorites of September? Let's take a peek here.
Not counting rewatches.
No rewatches.
No way.
Wow, slow month. I'm gonna go Serial Mom. Is my favorite.
I'm gonna go. Actually, gonna go Whiplash.
Whiplash. See, I would pick that, but I rewatched it.
Yeah, I was gonna pick Dream Warriors, but that was rewatch.
So,
and not surprisingly, not Beetlejuice.
no. But here we go with the biggest controversy of all, the movie that everybody loves to hate right now.
Okay.
Joker, Folie à Deux, and this is, bias included, my favorite film of the year so far. I can't help it. I can't help it. And Quentin Tarantino loves this movie. He's come out recently saying he loves this movie, and he loves that Todd Phillips basically said, F you to Warner Brothers, F you to anyone who loves Batman. I'm making my own movie.
That's sort of what he did.
And he loves that he did that. And because he said that he called Quentin Tarantino called Todd Phillips the Joker. He said because he took money that wasn't his and ran with it and did something completely this. Yeah. So he said he is the Joker.
My only critique with this, because I'm in the same boat as you. I still like the first one more, which I don't think is the case for you.
No, I do like the first one more.
Okay. With this in mind, I wish that he took the jarring juxtaposition and really ran with it. Like, I wish there was more.
More musical?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, not just in a fantasy realm.
Right.
Like, there were some scenes I also noticed, like, in the trailer that weren't in the movie.
Right. Most notably where they're on the steps and they're kicking.
Yeah.
That's not in the movie.
Yeah. So, like, maybe even, fuck it, dancing. I don't know. Like, really just ramp up the crazy. Yeah. Get people really pissing their pants. Okay? But yeah. Are you going to talk about our theater experience? The fact that... Actually, I will.
Ends takes inspiration from Christine. I haven't heard it compared to Dream Warriors.
Whatever.
Sorry, Hayes.
Whatever.
I really need to see Serial Mom. Yes, you do. It is a phenomenal John Waters film. I'd ask you what you thought of Joker, Laren, but you left.
That's not the experience I was talking about. Because we saw this at the really big AMC in Disney Springs, and about 20 minutes into the movie, what we thought was like some narrative monologue on top of the scene was really the audio track jumping maybe like 30 minutes ahead in the movie, playing over the current visual.
And we had gotten to the theater early, and that was happening to the previous showing. So we were anticipating something like this happening. So when it happened, I immediately jumped out of my seat, ran downstairs because we're on the 3rd level. This is a huge AMC at Disney Springs. Told the people, and then I go back up, and because we were seeing this with Dave, his girlfriend Shauna, Laren, Tony, Mizzy, everybody that was joining us for this weekend in Orlando. The whole idea was because when I first, was it my first? It was either my first or my second time seeing Joker. The first one, I saw it with Dave. So it was like serendipitous that he was going to be coming down again. So it was sort of this whole like, oh, let's see Joker 2 together kind of thing. Come back up, fucker's gone. And come to find out, sorry, Dave, he wasn't feeling good. And that makes sense. Whatever. They had a day, they were drinking. That's fine. So he left, but everybody left. Everybody left. Laren, Mizzy, Tony, everybody. So it was just Haley and I.
And we finished the movie.
And yeah, it was, and it never happened again. The technical issue never happened again. It was fixed. So the
We ended up
movie
having a
was
good time.
it was great. But wish Laren and everyone else would have stayed, but didn't. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So, but yeah, love this film. It's really good. Now, a lot of people will say this is their favorite of the year. I know this is Dave's favorite of the year so far. Terrifier 3. I don't get how it could be your favorite of the year. It's
a contender.
It's barely a movie again.
It's a contender.
It's barely a movie again.
You're barely a movie.
It's just good kills.
Yeah.
That's why you go, and to watch Art do this.
I do love him when he does that.
That's really why you go to see Terrifier. So yeah, I had fun with it.
Yeah, the theater was packed theater. The most packed I've ever seen our local AMC.
For an AMC, it was packed.
Like our local AMC, not like a big Disney one that's like right smack dab in the middle of Disney Springs. No, like our local one.
Yep.
And people kept pouring in, and there was gasps and laughing, and it was great.
Now, this is easily the worst of the franchise for me, in my opinion, The Dream Child. I hate The Dream Child. I know you like The Dream Child.
I do. Hot take.
I hate The Dream Child.
Like, I hate that kid. I hate the fuck ass kid. But most of the time I do hate kids in movies. Yeah, I like the campiness of the kills.
Ugh. I couldn't even tell you one kill in this movie.
There was like that whole like Take On Me music video-esque where he's like going into the drawings.
Oh yeah. Ugh.
Like,
God.
God,
I hate it. Now, a lot of people think this is the worst of the series, and I give it the slight edge because you have Johnny Depp getting whacked in the face with a pan.
Oh, that is nice.
And there's a death scene involving the kid who can't hear. It's right here. I have it, the giant Q-tip that he shoves in the guy's ear because he can't hear. And the audio goes out with him. It's so cool. I can't imagine how that sounded in a theater. So for all of its crappiness, because this movie is crappy too, I give it the slight edge. Also, I love the campiness at the end. R.I.P. Freddy Krueger. Like it comes up on the screen. R.I.P. Freddy Krueger. Like what? So
salute to you.
Yeah. Then we watched a fan favorite, New Nightmare. This is the meta film that basically treats everything 1 through 6 as what they are.
Movies.
Simply movies. And this is what you're seeing right there is the entity that takes on the form of Freddy coming into the real world. So that's why he looks a little bit different.
Only 3.5 stars. Boo. Boo.
Does anyone know, watching now or after the fact, because we see Wes Craven's house. We're inside Wes Craven's house. Is that Wes Craven's house?
Also, Wes Craven can't read dialogue for shit.
Yeah.
That's what would tick it down a 1/2 star for me. It's just, man, this guy can't read.
Yeah.
Can we get somebody else?
It's just a little too long. You could have snipped some stuff.
More kills.
Yeah. But, and this led to recently Dylan's New Nightmare, which is a great fan film that brought back Miko Hughes to play Dylan again. It cast Dave McCrae, the great Dave McCrae, to play Freddy Krueger. So check that film out. It's on YouTube, Dylan's New Nightmare. Then we watched one of my favorites of the year, The Substance.
You said that so many times.
What? It is.
I'm just saying it's going to be a hard pick for you.
It's in my top 5 of the year. This is such an incredible film.
And we missed Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley at the film festival.
Yeah, so that film festival I'm talking about, that's 5-10 minutes up the road, whatever it is. A few days back, I think on Sunday, they had a Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley.
I say Qualley.
I don't know, Qualley. From The Substance. They're showcasing The Substance, doing a Q&A and everything, and we missed it.
Well, again, tickets were probably sold out for that like immediately.
Oh God! Now we started getting into the Friday the 13th only because New Nightmare is the last Freddy film before Freddy versus Jason, and I wanted both of us to be caught up on, even though it's not important, I wanted us to both be caught up on both of their franchises before we get to them fighting. So now we've been making a sluggish drawl through Friday the 13th because I can seriously tell you right now, I don't understand why anyone likes these movies. They're not good. They are not good.
I'm just happy that they sort of like
They're quick.
Yeah, they mediate around like 1:30.
They're quick. So that's good.
1 hour,
but
30 minutes.
Man, these movies suck.
They do.
And we're on like part 6 now.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are. We just watched 5, A New Beginning.
See? No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
We'll get there when we get there.
A New Beginning, the one that's not even Jason. It's the copycat guy.
Oh, that's right. That's right. right.
Jesus. So
Stop being mad at me. I'm just a
part
girl.
2, not a fan of it. Moving on. Saturday Night. This is basically the SNL version of Uncut Gems, and it just makes you want to watch the real Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. I understand too much going on. And what knocked this down for me was come to find out that most of this movie was fictitious.
Oh, yeah.
Not even real.
Yeah. A lot of it's blown out of proportions or whatever. Moving on to a great horror film, Smile, because we wanted to check out Smile 2 in theaters. So this was a new watch for both of us, and it's a new favorite horror film of mine. This is very, very unnerving. Both these films, 1 and 2, are just like some of the most unnerving horror films I've ever seen.
And I was never really interested in seeing Smile because when it came out, it was like the horror movie that everybody was talking about. Like, it's so scary. Like, I'll never sleep again. That sort of like turns me off from wanting to see something like when there's so much of like mainstream hype around it. But I knew everybody was saying it's good, and it is good. So I guess I'll eat my words.
And the sequel's even better.
I'd say they're about on par.
Yeah.
Each other, but I do enjoy Naomi Scott.
Yep. Killer soundtrack. I've been blasting the Like Blood on White Satin. I've been blasting that all day.
She's what Shyamalan's daughter wishes she was.
I know it already exists out there somewhere. Someone had to have done this, but taking the scenes with Josh Hartnett from Trap and putting him at the concert from Smile 2.
What a collab that would be.
Now, I will say this has one of my favorite jump scares in a long time, which involves this scene right here that you're seeing where all the like dancers are following her. Because I forget the exact context, but she thinks she hears something and then walks into a big space that's dark. And it was so quick, so I didn't have time to think about it, but it's just the camera pans over as she's walking in her apartment, and it's just a big black space, and then she turns her light on, and all these fuckers are just standing there. But it's the fact that the jump scare isn't your traditional just, it's just like, this is why I want to own this movie so I can rewatch it. I'm pretty sure there's a sound effect of like, oh, or something like that just permeated through me. It's just like, oh.
You don't jump in movies. I sort of do.
Yeah. Got me, man. Oof. Yeah, it's just great stuff. It's great stuff. And I don't want there to be more, but apparently it's been confirmed there's a Smile 3 on the way. So can't see it getting better than Smile 2 personally. Then we got into the gimmicky part 3 of Friday the 13th with all the stupid 3D, the yo-yo in the camera and everything. And
like,
Jesus Christ.
Had like a stick in the camera.
Oh my God, it's terrible. Moving on.
I was literally going to throw up.
The final chapter.
The fuck-ass kid. God, I hate fuck-ass kids in my movie.
Yep. Can't stand it. And then we watched A New Beginning, the one that's not even Jason.
With the fuck-ass kid grown up.
Yep.
And he reminds me of the Trolls 2 guy who's like, oh my God.
Sorry to all the hockey heads out there that love Jason. Can't stand this franchise. Then we watched, because we did get tickets, thanks to Beth, at the SCAD Savannah Film Festival. We attended The Wild Robot with the writer-director Chris Sanders and Lupita Nyong'o, who voices the main robot here. You know her from Us, from A Quiet Place. She was there in person, so we got to see her for a Q&A. And it's a good movie. It's a good movie. It's a little bit gimmicky with the over-sentimental stuff, and we were in a big room full of art students, so of course they're all going to be crying because they're way too in touch with their emotions. Somebody behind me was sobbing. I was like, oh my God. It was almost comical in a way. It was sort of like, oh my God.
Well, that sort of makes me like go, ugh.
Yeah. But there are moments in it that even got me a little teary-eyed. I did shed a tear or two. So it worked on me, but not to some of the stuff they were crying about. I was just like, really?
And I heard the people say like, but the dog.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
But
together.
It is a good movie. I do recommend checking it out. And last but not least, yesterday for Halloween, we went to the Lucas Theater with a live organ accompaniment.
Accompaniment?
I sent it to Laren. Laren, you saw the photo. We saw Nosferatu with a live organ playing.
Yeah, all the props to him because I thought there was going to be like an intermission or something to give this guy a rest, but no. But now we're in 22 minutes straight. He was playing the organ, didn't miss a beat.
I don't know if you noticed though, there was like scenes where you would see like it would show that clock that was like ticking,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the guy was a little late.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think he was a little off,
could have been.
but it's fine. I don't like this movie. Still don't like this movie. It makes me excited to see the remake though this year.
You aren't interested in seeing the 70s version? I want to say it's like 71.
I'll check it out. But yeah, I leaned over to you and I'm like, this is because a lot of people were laughing.
Oh my god, that
A
really.
lot of people were laughing throughout the whole thing. And Mara, our friend Mara, made a good point. Maybe it's because they're uncomfortable. It's also just because it's a over 100-year-old movie and things have changed. And we as humans have changed. And watching a silent film, as cool as it is a very dated thing. And that's why I'm like, I leaned over and I'm like, this is where remakes are necessary. This is why you need to update stuff.
Yeah, because like some of their facial expressions, like even though they're very theatrical, because that's what these people were, like theater actors, that got a laugh from the crowd. And it's like, guys, this isn't supposed to read as funny.
No.
But I guess like as an audience in 2024, funny face means we laugh, go ha ha.
All right, now this is probably the hardest month so far to pick from because I have 3 that I could pick. But I'm going to stay true to myself and say Joker is my favorite of the month. You're the substance.
Yeah. All for Eliza Sue.
It would be the substance too for me. And I did rate it higher. You would see 5 to 4.5. But just on an enjoyment level, which I would rather watch right now, right at this moment, I'd rather pop in Joker. Folie à deux.
I'm all for Margaret Qualley and her fake boobs.
So yeah, they are fake. They are not her boobs. There we go, everybody. That is. Hey, there we go. We're back. Hello.
He forgets how to.
There you go. What? How do I get us back? Oh, there we go.
He forgets how to stream.
I do. So that's everything. August, September, October. It was wow. We did it in under an hour. And sometimes we do 1 month and it takes an hour and a half.
Well, some of them, like a lot of Frebbies or Jibbies, we skipped over. And there's also a lot of movies that I watched by myself that we didn't talk about, but whatever.
Right. Do you have any you want to talk about?
It doesn't matter if you don't pull them up. That's fine.
All right. Where are yours?
Remember, I diary mine.
You what? You diarrheaed yours?
What? Maybe not a lot.
All right. Yep. We all watched that together. Watched all that together. Rabbit of Seville. I didn't log that. I didn't log it, even though we watched it together. So it's just Superman and Porky and Wacky Land. I didn't watch that.
Oh, I guess it was only. I guess I haven't watched anything on my own.
Just Superman.
Just Superman.
Yeah. So you watched Superman, the Christopher Reeve story.
Yeah, nothing really to say about that. Just
you liked it, though.
Yeah, interesting story.
Yeah, it looks fun. I'm not into Superman, but it's a shame what happened to him.
Mm-hmm. And there was an interview with
one of the sharing it.
There was an interview with one of the directors, that Peter Edigui.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So there you go.
Check it out.
Haley got to see that for the SCAD Savannah Film Fest.
Yeah, because I also think it's in contention to be nominated for Oscar.
Add it to the watch list.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Now we are caught up. All right. Very good. So yeah, there we go. We are all caught up. Now I feel better that we're not 3 months behind anymore. But that's it, everybody. So yeah, just if anyone catching this on the replay, make sure you watch. Well, if you're replaying this, I'm sure you've seen it, but make sure go back, check out that very cool clip meeting Laren for the very first time in life. And yeah, I don't know about videos coming out. It's just, ebbs and flows with what you take inspiration to. Right now, currently, I'm very focused on James Cameron 101. And the truth of the matter is, if I'm not pushing for videos, She's not.
Well,
Because she has her own stuff.
yeah. Don't say it like I'm just a lazy sack of shit.
No, I'm just saying you're not the one that makes the videos. Let's just put credit where credit is due, right? It's really ultimately comes down to, hey, let's make a video.
It's not like I'm not doing anything.
Right. But if
Right.
we wouldn't have the amount of videos we have even right now if it wasn't for me whipping out the camera. Because you just don't, it's not your thing.
Right.
You like to tag along because
I
it's
do.
cool, but it's not your thing. So for me, I don't really have much inspiration right now in terms of doing videos, traditional YouTube videos, but I am very focused on the James Cameron podcast, which do get uploaded here to YouTube on the channel. So hopefully you enjoy those. If you're not a fan of Cameron, you're probably sick and tired of seeing it, but it is what it is. So anyways, we're gonna get the heck out of here. I want some apple juice, some Simply Apple. Sounds amazing right now. I didn't have a drink, so
Everybody wish him a happy birthday tomorrow. Birthday
oh yeah,
boy.
32. Woo, 32. Yep, they are pretty bad. Yep. See you both. So good to see you both. Heart, thank you. No, thank you, Laren. Thank you, man. Love you. See you soon, brother. And everybody, thank you for tuning in. We'll be back at some point. I don't know when, but until then, keep being fans.
Of something.
Something.